Hello everyone and welcome to Yvonne's Seaside Cottage, but I'm not here today. As you can see, I'm at the Queensland Convention and Exhibition Centre where we have the wonderful Queensland Quilt Show. So I'll just let the recording go. I hope it doesn't make you dizzy. And you can look through some of the wonderful quilts on display. I did ask the ladies permission if I could show the quilts, and they said yes, so long as any copies are made for personal use and not for commercial use at all. But there were so many quilts, so many varieties, beautiful designs, anything that you could possibly think of. So I hope you enjoy this. At the end I'll show you the little treasures that I got, and forgive me if I have filmed some of the quilts twice, but there were so many of them and it was just a really lovely day out. I filmed a few of the stalls, but they were so busy it was very difficult to get into them. This one I particularly liked. It was really lovely, and I'm sorry ladies if I happen to include you in any of them. You'll have to forgive me. But some of these ones were the smaller quilts, and a lot of them Queensland Quilters Guild challenges that they had. Lots of really super interesting designs. Just a lovely day out. And the food was good too, which is always a bonus. And this was the winning quilt, and this was quite an aged lady, older than me, that had done this, and it's tiny. This was some applique work in a Jacobean style, which I really loved that as well. These were more applique quilts. They were just beautiful. I had a good chat to the lady there, and she gave me some tips on how to hold your pieces for English paper piecing so you don't end up with a sore thumb like I did. Yeah, they were just amazing quilts. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was a really happy atmosphere as well. This was sorry, I think it seemed to have got out of frame there a little bit. It was a bit hard because there were lots of people, obviously, enjoying all the beautiful work. This is another lovely one that I quite enjoyed. I'm always a bit of a sucker for a bird. Beautiful work. It's another applique one. Oh, this was really nice too. That was just kind of not really plain. I really like that one as well. All sorts of different quilts. It's just fascinating, the imagination. This one was really interesting. Oh, and that, I think it was called I Spy, that one. Lovely cherries on that. I'm sorry if I went a bit quick, but I sort of had to dodge the people. So I haven't edited this at all, but I might actually edit that bit out, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, it's pointing out different ones. So it wasn't busy. By the time I got down to the quilts it was afternoon, so it wasn't too busy, which was a bit lucky. So I just might, there was just so much to see. I love that little, I think it's a gang Australian parrot. It was just really, the colours in the video don't do it justice. It was some kind of challenge that they had, and yeah, that was stunning. And the little penguins were so cute. Little king bushes. I think this was a red theme that they had going, pretty much. Yeah, I think it's something red in this challenge. Yeah, one red thread, love is red. So yeah, that was a really interesting exhibition. All the different ideas there. And then I sort of came back round and out again. You could sort of end up going round and you came back the same way that you'd started. I got a bit lost. There were that many little corridors. But yeah, just the imagination. Unbelievable. Lots of things happening there. Oh, that was a lovely quilt. It was just spectacular. Well, they all were, really. I really liked that one. It just tickled my fancy for some reason. It was just very well done. Oh, that was another lovely quilt. And I think it used doilies, that one. It got a blue ribbon. Yeah. There's so many different designs. The little birds. And then I think I've worn myself out about here. Now we're getting to the different shots. This was really lovely. I got a really nice little pouch to make there. It's and that lady, I'll show you. I got a really lovely book there, and these are all made out of bark. These ones, which is really silly. All very interesting. And that's a Japanese coat, which I hadn't seen before. That was a really interesting stall as well. Boro coat, Wabi Sabi designs, hatched and patched. Lovely stuff in there. I got a little kit in there, and I asked the lady if I could, demonstrate making the kit, but she said, oh yes, that I could show it, but possibly not. Oh yeah, they were doing so these are just all different photos of as I passed through, really, some of the stalls. So many lovely things there. It's so tempting. All those beautiful threads. Just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I sort of tried to capture a little bit of everything, but there was so much to see. And this is really late in the afternoon. Oh, these were cute. Oh, excuse my big thumb getting in the road there. I didn't bring my selfie stick, which was a really big mistake. I'll probably have to turn the sound down a bit too, because it's actually quite loud. Oh, this little creative hub, and you could go and draw on the wall there and then use the threads. This was lovely too. This lady made all sorts of little knitted things. Oops, and now we're upside down. Oh, this little curlew had made its nest outside. It was so cute. I just had to film him. He's gorgeous, he or she. I'm not sure which one sits on the nest, but yeah. So I'll just pause now and then I'll show you all my lovely treasures. Well, hello, I'm back again. So hopefully you can hear me because I haven't got my microphone on, which is silly, but I should be close enough that you can hear me. So I had the best day ever, and of course this is my one event that I go to, so I did spend a little bit. But first up, I'm a great tea drinker, so there was this lovely man there that blends tea. So I got some really nice chai tea and some rosehip tea. Of all things, you go to a craft show and you get some tea. And then I got this lovely little, easy to make little, it's like a little needle book, social gathering pouch. So that'll be a really fun little project. And of course, I love chalks. So yeah, super cool. It's got everything in there. It was expensive, but you know, lots of little Tana Lawn, Liberty fabrics. It'll be a super cute little project to do. And then I got this little project as well. It's actually a little pin cushion, pin cushion. And the lady said, you know, she was quite happy for me to show that this was at the, you know, if you happen to be going tomorrow or over the next few days, but not to show it the pattern, please. So I'm just showing you the little pin cushion because I managed to get some walnut shells. And I thought, oh, that's so cute. And it wouldn't be a hard project. And it comes with, you know, the little spool and yeah, so that was really lovely. Lovely thing to get. And then of course there's some fabric. There was quite a few little bits of vintage fabric. So this is a really lovely, I'll just pop that over there. I think that's that lady's card. No, that's not that lady's card. Yeah, so there was some quite nice, I thought, oh well, that kind of goes, doesn't it? So what is it? Just a little square. Sew in Love. Yeah, oh, Sew in Love. How cute is that? There's a little sewing machines on it and flowers and yeah, it was kind of just little ends that this lady had. But she's going to try and find for me because I'm a bit of a fan of, and they're really hard to get now, Debbie Mum's fabric. This is her B one. So I managed to get a piece of that. I really love Debbie Mum fabric. It's so cute. And then this one, I'm not sure if this is a Debbie Mum one. She seemed to think that it was. So she's going to try and get other ones for me, which will be really super nice. This isn't hard to get. And then I got this little one with the rabbits on it. Who can? This must have been the lady. Yes, Patchwork Corner. Yeah, she's in the Megalong Valley down in New South Wales. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous little bunnies. I'm a sucker for a bunny. They look like Peter Rabbits. But it's lovely, bright material. Really super cute. So that's that. What else? Oh yeah, there was a lady there and she had doilies. Now doilies are quite hard to, well they're getting scarcer and scarcer. And some of the ladies thought this was a bit costly. But for you Kiwi ladies out there, this is, these come from New Zealand. She was a Kiwi lady. She was heading over to Dunedin to the quilt show over there. And they're gorgeous. So these will take pride of place. I thought $5, you know, that's a good chunk in there of doily. That's, you know, I think that's actually really quite good value. I hope the rustling isn't disturbing anyone. And this is just little bits of doily, but look at that for $5. I actually thought that that was a real bargain. I'm going to crinkle, I'm going to open it up and have a real good look. You know, where I used to go op shopping, there was a tremendous amount of doilies in a big bin, but now that, who can resist a strawberry? I really think that's a lovely little, oh, and I've got 4 strawberries. Oh, well that's I think that's a very nice little bundle. Nice little autumn. Yeah, some of the other ladies thought that that was a bit dear, but you know, the prices here to get, and for what we want, that's a little applique, bit of holly, I think. Yeah, so I was super pleased with that. I thought that was actually quite good. And then another, oh, of course I've got to have some strawberries, don't I? I'm excited now. I didn't realise, it was kind of getting towards the end of the day. I got stuck in traffic on the way up there. So I was there a bit late. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. And then you've got your little, in fact, that is just lovely. I'd just have that on my little table I've got. I think that's cute, and that was $5. I actually think that that's a good. Ooh, this one was 10. She did have them, you know, like a whole tablecloth for $25, and I didn't think that was expensive at all. You know, not judging on what they are. And I'll treasure these because they all come from New Zealand, so they'll hold an extra special place in my heart. Here we go. Look at that. How cute is that? It's a really nice little applique piece. What's on the other side? Oh, we've got 2 bits there. That's lovely. And then just this little trim for the edge. I think that's a little hanky, or a bit of a hanky. Yeah. And then this, which is all blanket stitched around the edge. Oh. Yeah, that's the right way. And they're lovely. That's lovely. I'll get a lot of use out of that. I really will. You know, and it's the little bits that we use, isn't it, in our slow stitching? Or even in some of the work that she was showing me that people have put on pillowcases and that sort of thing. And this is just it was probably a bit dear, but it's a leather thimble. I've got very big fingers. I've got man hands. And this is the leather one, which I thought might be quite useful. So that was good. Oh, this is another little, that was $10 for all those little bits in there, the doilies. Gosh, I've got more than I thought. Now this was from Patchwork Ninja, and it's a kit, and he was doing little classes on how to make these. This is a little backpack which I thought was so cute. Beautiful Japanese material, all the bits in there, and he sends you the video of how to make it. Yeah, mini backpack instructions, and also you get a video as well. So I thought, well, that'll be lovely. I really like that fabric. You can put your little headphones in there. The other little thing that I noticed too, people making these for their, you know, the kids at school for their hygiene items. Cute little things that they can just have on their handbag for their hygiene items, which is a really thoughtful gift for Christmas, I think. For young, you know, if you're looking for something for young people. Now this is an extra special thing. I shouted myself with this. And this is from the lady, yes, it was the textile artist, Wendy, and yeah, she's hand felted this. It's absolutely beautiful. She said she's not hand felting anymore, so this is the last of that hand felting. And it's a watercolour book. I do quite a lot of watercolour. I really love that. And this little cover you could just take off and put on your next. And it's 140 GSM paper, which is a good weight for watercolour. But it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to touch. And she's a Queensland beach mount textual artist. But you'll see in the video where I sort of go past there, and that's just stunning. I just love that. So yeah, that's Wendy Trolson. Yeah, and that's her. Does she have a website? Yes, you might be able to see it on there, the website there. But that's you know, that's just lovely. I just really thought that was just a special gift for me. And then along with the tea man is this chai syrup, which he's blended. All these he made himself, and you can just put that in your milk instead of the chai leaves for brewing, you know, in the morning if you want to try. Because I'm a big tea drinker, and I thought, oh, it's got all his natural blend in there. And he had a sample, so if you happen to see the tea man, go and sample it. It was really good. He's got all the lovely little Japanese cups to go with it. Excuse my fingers. Now, this is the magic pins. So I'm going to give them a go. The pins I've got are just terrible. So the lady recommended these. She said she doesn't use any other pins. They're a bit expensive, but oh well, you know. You only go to the show once a year, don't you? That's it. And then of course I hadn't been able to get these anywhere else, but lots of stores had the walnut shell. So I've got that to go in that little pin cushion I got, the little birdie. So that'll be great. I'm happy with that. And then what are the, oh yeah, the usual little, I'm digging in my little bag over here. The glue, I use quite a bit of that glue. I actually found that these, I really like using that pen. I've got a bit addicted to it, I think. And I think that's about it. I didn't really go too, oh no, yes I did. I got even more overboard. Some other pins that she recommended were a good strong pin, which will be good. So I've got some of them. And then these lovely little trims. There's a lady there with beautiful trims, and I didn't realise, I should have got a metre of each, but I just said, oh, the minimum amount, not realising that it was half a metre. I thought it was a metre. But anyway, oh well, and that pretty little one there. She had gorgeous trims. I actually wish I got a few more now. Oh well, you know. I'm definitely not driving back up there. Although actually I had a really good trip up there. It wasn't too bad at all. And then just a little packet of needles. You can never go astray with needles. And these are a really fine needle, which I like. And they've got a good sized head on them. You know, a good eye on them. And they're the Sue Daly needles, milliner's needles, which I really like. I like a fine needle. Oh, and the other thing I got was, I couldn't help myself, was the Queensland Quilters 20. You're not meant to open a calendar, are you? It's bad luck. Oh well, so too bad. Their Quilters calendar, which is really pretty. I'll just quickly flip through it for you. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought, oh no, that'll be really nice. So colourful. The 2026. Got all the different quilts in it. So yeah, and it's a donation to them, you know. They put the calendar together, so it's a lovely donation for them. So, oh look at that. How cute is that? I'll just flick through it. You might enjoy it. I saw that there. That was lovely. I enjoyed that. That was a Bridget Roberts Keeley. Yeah, that was a really nice quilt. That one. Yeah, so, you know, it was a lovely quilt too. So if you have a chance, Queensland girls, if you can get there, you can get the train there, which I would probably recommend. I drove because I've never caught a train in my entire life, except in the Blue Mountains, so not up in Queensland. So I was a bit of a sook. I was being a sook, so I just took the car. I think it was $16 parking, and then I got seniors concession to get in. So I didn't think that was actually too bad. And I think that's all my treasures. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little video, and I will see you next time. Hooroo for now.